Draymond Green, questionable today. Right knee bruise, right knee contusion. It's basically a bruise. Right knee contusion. We'll get the red light in San Francisco in just a sec. Should we take this call? No. Let's get to my home girl. I believe she was playing in the World Tournament. She's a founder and CEO of the Womens Premier Basketball Association, Faatimah Amen Ra A, and she's going to join us here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game to talk about this league, to talk about her hoop dreams. She has one hell of a story. Faatimah, good morning. How are you?
Good. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. Let's get into it.
Weren't you in the World Tournament this past summer?
I was. I was getting a couple of buckets. A great event. I had an amazing time. Got to see a lot of the great hoopers out there. So, it's always fun to get in a hoop and see the community come together.
Hold on, Faatimah. We're going to get you a better line here. You're breaking up a little bit here. But what did you know about this league, Shasky?
Well, basically, if you read the story, there was an article written in the Chronicle about the league. Faatimah bounced around looking for places to play and going overseas and whatnot. And the opportunities are few and far between for women hoopers. And they have to go overseas. I mean, everybody's kind of now aware of what happened to Brittany Griner having to play overseas, even though she's in the WNBA, because there's just not enough money to pay decent salaries for some of these high-level athletes. And so there's a lack of opportunities, and they're trying to give people who maybe would be on the fringes of playing professional basketball more of a spotlight and a league to play in. And so she's pioneered this league after a really arduous journey herself trying to find a league to play in.
Yeah, the founder of the Women's Premier Basketball Association started in 2022. 8 teams right here in the Bay Area. We're getting back on the line in just a second because I want to ask her what made her start up this league, because I think you're onto something here. All right, we got Faatimah back. All right, Faatimah, we got you back here. Founder of the Women's Premier Basketball Association right here in the Bay Area. Started in 2022 with 8 teams right here in the Bay Area. Faatimah, what made you start this league up?
I've gone through so many things in my career as being a professional athlete, and, I just have a huge love for the Bay Area, and this has definitely been a part of my journey. So when it came time for me to start the Women's Premier Basketball Association, the one thing I had in mind was creating more opportunities for the women in my community. There's a lot of amazing basketball players in the Bay that, sometimes don't get the recognition that they deserve, or, know what steps needed to be taken in order to get to the next level. So I wanted to use my experience with being overseas and networking with individuals during my time being a professional athlete and bring that back here to the Bay Area so I can provide as many opportunities, not only for, the players in the league, but just, members within our community.
I love that. Now, I think a lot of people, like, in their minds, the male athlete, they go to high school and then they go to college, or if they're, inclined, they go to the G League and then they want to go to the NBA. We don't think about the non-traditional paths. Where have basketball taken you after high school, after college? Because you've traveled all over the globe, it looks like.
Yeah, no. My path wasn't a traditional path. Like, I graduated from Encino High School over in Alameda. I wasn't, a high player at that time, so I had to go to the JUCO route, and I had to figure it out. And, I bounced around, a few schools, and by the time, I was down to my last year of eligibility, I had to make a decision. So I ended up going back to my hometown in Toronto, where they have 5 years of eligibility within the collegiate system as opposed to 4 years of eligibility within the NCAA system. Yeah, so it was a numbers game at that point. So I bet on myself, took the leap of faith, went out to Toronto, ended up graduating from Ryerson University. But, during that time there, I wasn't a player that always got a bunch of minutes. But I think the biggest thing I could use to my advantage is the fact that I was a part of winning programs. Every team, most of the teams that I'd been in, that I'd played in during college, I was around a winning culture. So I knew what it took to be able to get to that next level. And, when it came down to me graduating and, at that point, I'm only averaging like 3.5 points per game, but I have dreams and aspirations of becoming a professional athlete. So I have to, at this point, change my focus, figure out, okay, what do I need to do to be able to make this happen? Because at this point, it's a long shot, So, during that summer after I graduate in 2017, I I get to it. I'm trying to go to any combine or, be a part of any team that I think will be able to help me get to the next level. And, it's hard, especially as a woman. Like, there's not very many opportunities, especially back then when I was starting out, to figure out, okay, where do I get from here to the next level? So ended up being able to get my first pro start over in El Salvador. Ended up being the second leading scorer there. Yeah, I had to put up crazy numbers. I was averaging like 30 points per game.
We saw that in the story. I was like, man, you're out there getting buckets, but the living conditions weren't right. I heard you was out there sleeping with cockroaches, Faatimah. No, seriously.
Hey.
Like, it was rough out there, huh?
No, it was rough. And if you don't love it, like, anyone would have just thrown in the towel from the jump, But I'm out there. They didn't even pay me on time. Well, we won't get into it. But again, like, I really had to love the game enough to be able to recognize that, I need to take care of business right now. It's not always going to be like this. I'm going to have other opportunities moving forward. I just need to get past this to show that I'm worthy and I'm deserving of an opportunity at the next level. This
is incredible. So you created this league. There's 8 teams. Let's say you're driving around with a young daughter in the car or a young boy in the car. And a lot of parents say they maybe can't afford a Warrior game or it just doesn't work for them or whatever. How can they come support you guys? How can they come watch you? Because I've coached girls basketball for the longest time. I got a niece playing at St. Ignatius right now, and I'm sure she would love to go out to a game. So where can we come watch you guys play? How can we come support this league?
We would love to have as many people come out and support the league. Right now, we're in the process of solidifying a gym for this season, but our start date is June 1st. You can find all of the information on womenspba.com. We're more so active on our Instagram at womenspba, but I mean, I'm huge on representation, and I was once, a young girl that didn't really have people to look up to. So I had to, find players in the Bay Area with established careers. Like, for example, Alexis Ray Lawson. Like, she was an amazing big sister mentor. She went to Tech, won some championships there, went to Cal, was an amazing player, and then, ended up being a professional player in the W and then obviously overseas. But, being able to see her go through what she had to go through only helped to keep me motivated within my journey. So I want to be able to show the next generation of athletes within the Bay Area, that maybe if the W isn't their first option or isn't a possibility for them, they can still be able to play high-level basketball and create other avenues for themselves. So, yeah.
I just hit follow on Instagram for everybody out there. Women's PBA. It pops right on up. Hit that subscribe button.
And best of luck to you, Faatimah. We're proud of you. Keep fighting this fight, man. I know you're working long days to keep this league going. And with the WNBA coming to town, you never know what opportunities may come for you around that organization or whatnot. So keep doing what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
And supporting women's college basketball, women's professional basketball. And you know what? It's on a heater right now because I sure in the hell enjoyed the women's tournament a lot better than the men's tournament this past season.
Facts.
Oh my gosh, it was an exciting one, and it's an exciting time for women's sports. So again, I'm a huge advocate for pushing that needle forward. We're creating spaces for women to be more successful, and I just want to be able to see, what's in store for us in the future. So the more support, the better. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for, giving me a platform to be able to share what the Women's Premier Basketball Association is doing for the community. So thank you, guys.
And Faatimah, I may need you on my team next season for the World's World Tournament.
Yeah, thank you. He needs a ringer.
We were struggling out there. I know you saw me out there. It was not a good look.
Pick me up. I'm ready. We have a lot of amazing women in the league as well that would love to be able to play in the Warriors World Tournament. So we're available. Pick us up.
I need some shooters, Faatimah.
You could be Tom Hanks, and this could be kind of like a
league of their own.
A league of their own.
Yeah,
you have a full women's team out there, and you're running things.
Hey, we'll run the show, Faatimah.
I like that.
I was watching Faatimah out there.
I'm sure she got handled.
I was watching Faatimah.
Hey, keep us posted. Please keep us posted. And when you guys secure a gym and everything, we'll jump back on so we can get everybody out in the Bay Area to come support you, all right?
I love that. Thank you so much. If I can, I would love to share one more thing with you guys. We're in the process of raising money for the league this year. We have a fundraiser that's live. We could definitely use more support from the community to help, amplify this league as much as possible. So if you guys can support us in that way, we would appreciate it so much. The link to our fundraiser is in our bio in our Instagram page.
Okay.
It's in the link, of course. Yeah. But yeah.
All right,
We'd appreciate the support.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
Faatimah.
Hell yeah.
Faatimah Amen Ra here on the Morning Rush on 95.7 The Game, founder of the Women's Premier Basketball Association right here in the Bay Area. Started in 2022. 8 teams here in the Bay, and she's a Bay native. Of course, Faatimah, take care. Thanks for the time this morning.
Thank you, guys. Have a blessed one.
You
Very
too.
cool. You too.
Faatimah Amen Ra. We'll keep it moving there. Good stuff.